So we were back in Mexico in the Yucatan Peninsula, this time on behalf of the Green Dolphin Project Global. Our first step up was to do some diving with Go Dive Mex. We were doing 2 days of diving where we did a shark dive and a reef dive, and then we were going to do cenote diving. So it turns out that the weather was not that great. Upon our arrival, it was kind of cold and it had just been stormy, so there was not much to see on our shark and reef dives. However, the next day with the cenotes were pretty amazing. The first cenote we went to is Nikaha. Pretty amazing in the fact that I haven't done a whole lot of overhead diving, not a lot of cavern diving, so I had a ton of anxiety going into this. But as usual, once I get in the water, I tend to relax and tend to have a really great time. So going through the cenote, you could see that it was pretty dark. There was lots of things to go through, things to avoid, very beautiful. There were beautiful portholes where you could see the outer lights shining through the water, showing lots of lily pads and other types of vegetation. There were kind of like little tiny fish, not a whole lot, but I do have a few of them on film. With Go Dive Mex, we were working with the guide. His name was Federico, and he was totally outstanding. So he knew how to make sure that we were safe, especially me. Andre, of course, has way more experience and is a better diver than me, but I'm getting there. But just to see this beauty was so amazing. I just love seeing the light coming through the water. And it would have been even more amazing with the sunshine, but even with the overclouds, it wasn't too bad. I was having a great time, feeling at ease. And I highly recommend, if you go do the cenote diving, to do the Nikaha cenote.
Awesome diving. What cenote are we in, Federico? Nikaha. What a trip. What a great formations. If you get a chance, come back and dive with these guys and go max dive.
After Senegal, we headed on to the next cenote, known as the Pit. So if you're a scuba diver and come to this location, I'm sure you've probably already dove this famous site. It is pretty deep and it has this really cool layer of chemicals of gas down below made of tannic acid. If you don't know, tannic acid is from the degradation of plants. While it's not safe to dive through, it was still pretty cool to see it from the level that we were at 90 feet. It was almost as if there was a glow beneath our fins. After we were at 90 feet for a little bit of time, we started coming up very, very slowly, and there were tons of really cool rock formations that we were passing by. You could see that it is totally dark, so if you do not have lights, you definitely would not be able to see. It's almost pitch black when you're diving, so all you're seeing is the fins in front of you and whatever your light is hitting. This cenote did not have as many tight spaces as the last cenote to dive through. It was more of a challenge just to see through the dark, slowly take your time going through the formations, and just staying close together with your team. And of course, as we made our way slowly up, we could start to see other divers, more lights, and we knew that we were almost done with our dive. I have to admit, I was pretty enamored by this blue glow of the gas below us, and it's something that I will never forget. The higher up we went, the more people we started to seeing again. This is a great location for especially free divers to do their training. So there was a rope and a class going on at the time. It was pretty cool to see the divers going down the rope and then slowly making their way back up. Andre complimenting me on being more like Superman. My trim and buoyancy is getting better each time I dive. So grateful for that. And what a beautiful day it was. If you're ever coming to Mexico, to the Cancun area, be sure to check out the Pit and the Nikaha Cenotes. What an excellent time. And until then, join us at Green Dolphin Project Global for the next time. Talk to you soon.